Hi, this is Paul. I'm coming back with TTM episode number 95. I have 8 TTM returns and a blind trade return from Bob Brittain from TTM Then and Now. So let's get started. We'll do the returns and I'll do Bob's last. So we got Scott Layes, 3 in 12 days on this 92 Donruss times 2. And then this is the 93 Stadium Club. Okay, the next one is a 2-2 in 82 days from Richard Bisaccia. This is left over from Battle of the Teams. Richard Bisaccia is currently the special teams coordinator / assistant head coach for the Green Bay Packers. But he was a long-time special teams coordinator for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and he was there when they won Super Bowl 37. So he signed 2 logo photos inscribing Super Bowl 37 champs. 1 and then 2. So the next one is a 4 in 5 days from former Buccaneer Counsel Rudolph. I'm trying to use up these logo photos, and I'm sending them to the individuals that I know are guaranteed signers. So he signed that one. That one. He signed them along the side, but that's okay. That one. And that one. So thank you, Mr. Rudolph. Next one is a 3 in 15 days from Jeff Johnson. He signed this 91 Bowman. Unfortunately, he used a black Sharpie over the black batting practice jersey, so it's there. But that's what's bad about when they pose for the pictures in their practice uniforms. And then 92 Donruss times 2. The next one is a 101 in 241 days, and this is left over from Battle of the Teams baseball. This is the Vulture Phil Reagan. He signed this White Sox logo photo. Can't remember if he played for the White Sox or he was a coach for them, but doesn't matter. But better late than never. Okay, so the next one is a 2 in 6 days from former New England Patriot Bruce Armstrong in that old vintage uniform. This is the 92 Skybox. And this is the 90 Tops. So thank you, Mr. Armstrong. Next one is a 5 in 26 days from Blue Edwards. I believe, I think Bob got him back. I watched a couple videos before. I think Bob Brittain got him back. But he signed this 94-95 Fleer. This is the 95-96 Fleer. 93-94 Stadium Club. 94-95 Stadium Club. And 94-95 Upper Deck Collector's Choice. Now, this last return for TTMs is a 4 in 21 days from former professional wrestler and former governor of Minnesota, Jesse the Body Ventura. I saw he was signing. I'll give a shout out to Mike Kane, even though Mike technically does not live in Minnesota, but obviously where Mike is in South Dakota, Minnesota is the team. So I give a shout out to him anyway, even though Jesse didn't really, other than being the governor of Minnesota, and maybe he wrestled in Minnesota, he really didn't have any affiliation with the sports teams in Minnesota. But Jesse the Body Ventura in 1990, in between wrestling, I believe he was retired as a wrestler. I believe he was still doing commentary with Mean Gene Deckerhoff on the WWE or WWF, whatever it was back then. So in between that, in between being an active professional wrestler, he retired, and being the governor of Minnesota, he spent 1 year, 1990, as a Tampa Bay Buccaneers radio analyst next to Gene Deckerhoff, who incidentally retired. So he spent 1 year as the Buccaneers, and the Bucs were really bad then. And I guess, I don't know, he did a decent job. I listened to a few games on the radio. But I guess that maybe the Bucs, because they were so bad, were trying to spice things up. They never showed him on TV, so I don't know what he wore. I know he used to wear the boa when he was doing the wrestling commentary. Not sure what he wore when he was doing the boxing, but I had him sign 4 logo photos. So one personalized, that's okay. Sign this logo photo. Very nice man. This logo photo. And this logo photo. So thank you, Mr. Ventura. Appreciate it. And then, last but not least, we got our trade return from Bob Bertain from TTM Then and Now. Bob sent me another sticker. So I got another sticker, which is fine. And then this is his QR code to his channel. So if you want to pause that, but you got to check out Bob's channel. If anybody hasn't, what he does, he starts out, him and his brother were collectors and did a lot of in-person autograph shows, or not sure, but they went to signings, and he'll show something he got from the past, and then before he goes into his current TTM returns. And I believe the video I watched before, he got Marv Albert back. Of course, if you're from New York, everybody know, and obviously Marv was also on a national platform doing football and basketball and hockey, and he is the GOAT of announcers, Marv Albert. And his son, Kenny, is following in his footsteps, because Kenny Albert, he's replaced Sam Rosen as a Rangers broadcaster on MSG, but he also does the national hockey games, NHL games on TNT. Kenny Albert also does NFL football, and he also does baseball for Fox. So Marv didn't really do a whole lot of baseball play-by-play. He may have done 1 or 2 games sporadically, but Marv, most closely associated with baseball on NBC, was doing the pre and post game for a few years, and he did Marv was on site at the '86 World Series, and he did the interviews. I believe he covered the Mets side, and Bob Costas covered the Red Sox side, and everybody knows the story with that. So that's it on Marv. We could talk all day about Marv. So Bob sent me a note. My man, it is always a good mail day when I see something from you, my fellow former Brooklynite. We were both born in Brooklyn. So Bob moved to Pennsylvania as a child. I moved to Florida as a semi-young adult. Actually an adult, but it doesn't matter. I've been in Florida 30, going to be like 36 years. So I was an adult, a young man, whatever you want to call me. So, thanks for a great trade. I hope you like what's coming back. Looking forward to the next one. I will lead off this time, thanks to Bob, meaning that Bob will initiate the next blind trade. So Bob, I'm looking forward to that. Whenever you send it, I will obviously do a video. So you need to check out Bob's channel. So he sent me back a variety, and because I sent him a variety. This is 88 Tops of Kurt Young, and he's collecting that set. This is a 90 Upper Deck of Wayne Edwards. This is this is Vern Fleming on the 89-90 NBA Hoops. This is Rick Smits on a 90-91 NBA Hoops. And Bob has told you the story about Rick Smits. He engages, even though he charges for, he does engage and he does giveaways. So then this next one is a 91 score for Pat Leahy. I had said Bob a 90 tops for Pat Leahy. And the last one is a 91 upper deck from Luis Oliver. So other than that, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to everybody later.